Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here, and I cannot believe that I am actually filming my 400th uploaded video. It's incredible to know that it has been almost 5 years since I started doing this show with a flip cam to bring you guys a whole bunch of things that involve feeding my passions for pop culture and really just doing what I love by throwing my opinions out on all of these areas of art and pop culture for you guys to debate, comment on, and enjoy. But as happy as I am, I'm here to give you a very important statement, and it is involving all the talks that have happened over the past month and a half, and even before that, regarding the sexual assault and abuse scandals that have involved underage women and some of the most popular male and maybe even a few female YouTubers out there, because what we all need to understand about these extremely tough topics to discuss is that it doesn't always involve men sexually abusing or assaulting women. It can go the other way around too. And one of the few things that I don't want to do is I don't want to mention the names of the people that have been caught. You already know, you've already seen the videos most likely, and if you haven't, it's a very important matter to discuss amongst your friends and amongst your peers, and if you do in fact happen to be parents of young children, it's important for them to know about this as well. But the reason why I'm coming to you to discuss this topic is because there's a whole side of it that hasn't really been touched upon, and it's the fact that there's a whole bunch of YouTubers, and I'm included in this group, that are much older than most of the YouTubers out there. I'm talking about people in their mid to late 20s, even into their 30s and beyond. I'm a 33-year-old male, and I'm on YouTube, and I've been making YouTube videos for the past almost 5 years, as I mentioned earlier. One of the things that we have to let people know, especially the young audience out there, is that, yes, there are sexual deviants out there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we, who are older YouTubers, are exactly the same. There are some incredible, influential YouTubers out there that have legions of fans and have shown nothing but respect and honesty to their young viewers because they have taken this in the right direction. We have to be role models as older members of the YouTube community, and this includes people like Hank and John Green, Lacey Green, the Fine Brothers, Justine, Rosanna Panzino, Matthew Patrick from The Game Theorist. These are just a few people that have not only given back to the YouTube community, they're doing what they really enjoy. And they give us content that is appropriate, and the message that they send is the fact that we are people that are just doing what we love, and we want people to watch our content, and they want them to be inspired and go on to do things that we're doing as the next generation of YouTubers. While I may not have legions of fans as some of the people that I mentioned just a few minutes ago, I am happy with the fact that I have 500 people watching my show, and I'm happy with the fact that people are acknowledging what I do and appreciate what I do. And that's another thing that we need to do. When we have fans who are younger, we have to let them know that we acknowledge them as respectful artists and human beings. That's why the analytics is probably the most important tool that we have as older members of the YouTube community. It gives us the ability to see the demographics, see who's watching our show, and because of those specific tools, we have the ability to cater our material to the younger people, letting them know that it's safe, letting them know that it's appropriate, but more importantly, to make them happy, get them excited, get them inspired, to say to themselves, you know what, I can do something like this too. And one of the few things that I feel is a very important thing is that when I get a brand new subscriber, and that person may in fact be male or female in a much younger age group than me, I always feel that it's important to at least, leave them a message. Say hello. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm really excited to see what you have to say and what you can show me to make my show better for you and your likely companions. That's a very important thing to do because it lets them be aware that they are looked at as mature YouTubers who we want to see go down the exact same path that we are, and let them know that they have the ability to be whatever whatever they want, and let them know that YouTube is a place for them to be themselves and thrive and hopefully be successful. That's a very powerful thing. We mustn't make everybody feel that because of the fact that these bad things have happened, and that while sexual assault and sexual deviance is a very hard thing to bear, and also know that when some of the most important and most positive YouTubers out there who are older haven't said anything about everything that has occurred, don't look at them as people who are siding with the predators. Don't look at them as people who are not against sexual indecency. It's just because of the fact that they may not have enough research to really give their own opinion, or they just feel that it's a topic that people who are more aware about, or people who really know how to explain more and speak more about it should really take the helm. But let them know that they are on board and that they support the fact that we are crying out against these horrible acts that have happened and say, no, it's wrong, it shouldn't be done, and this is not the place where it should be. Social media has taken over in ways that we never would have imagined. I myself met my girlfriend through a dating website. There are people who have given birth to children who have actually met on a video game platform like World of Warcraft. It's incredible to see how technology has come and how big social media is right now. But what we have to make sure about is the fact that those who want to take it in a very indecent manner, people who want to use YouTube as a purpose of finding someone to have a sexual experience with for casual purposes or just because of the fact that they couldn't do it in the real world, that's wrong, and it should never be used for that. It's unfortunate that it has been, and it's because of that that all of these restrictions are now being told to go in effect. We're reaching out. We're spreading this whole event around YouTube. People who have unfortunately dealt with it, people who support that it is wrong, we are now officially saying it has to stop and YouTube has to crack down. So they're putting up guidelines, they're observing the videos, they're seeing what's appropriate, they're seeing what's inappropriate, and if you want to basically say that it shouldn't be done because that is basically imposing on fair speech, then you know something? You shouldn't be on YouTube, because that is not a good excuse for sexual predators, for sexual assault, sexual abuse. This is wrong. YouTube should ban people like that. They are not welcome in this community. So I'm hoping that all of the victims will heal. I have so much respect for the people who have reached out to the people who have been hurt, reached out to the people who have had experiences with these specific YouTubers who have done these horrible and disgusting acts. And I support the victims. I hope that you will find yourselves peace, and don't be afraid to speak if you are uncomfortable. There are people out there that are willing to listen. There are people out there who are willing to help. This past month and a half alone has shown that we care, and has shown that we want this to be a place of good people, prosperity, and success. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Be well, be safe, have a very happy holiday season, and actions speak louder than words.